but the tradition continues. Super Bowl 55, away we go from Tampa.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now on first down. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, first and 10
at the 20. Here's the first carry from Austin Ekeler. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
That's into the hands of Ekeler.
And he'll be out right at the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Off the play fake to Ekeler, it's Herbert.
Hunter Henry brings it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Ekeler. And he's got some space here. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. 36 yards on the play.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's first and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On first and 10, Herbert. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On second down, Eckler. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and I think the ball's out, and the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That's another Packers first down.
Rodgers now on first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Chargers' 20-yard line.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. No score after 1 on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Antonio Callaway, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Herbert. And this is incomplete. Austin Eckler, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now Callaway on the return. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And 11.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Working from the gun. Rodgers going up top. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
13-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into 1st downs and hopefully points.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Bulldozes past him. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because That big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. 2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henry. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Herbert throwing again. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. On first down, Justin Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
4 yards.
To the air again, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And 7 at the Packers' 26-yard line.
Herbert back to the air. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Herbert.
No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
From the gun, Herbert. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Try to punch it in with Eckler. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
The tackle.
It's a loss of 3 on what should be the final play of the first half. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark, his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls. but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Third and long, it's Herbert sliding out of the pocket. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler, and that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Returnable here for Callaway. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
To get a little more cushion. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. It's Eckler again. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 38. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off around the 37. He's at the 30. 10. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. What a moment for him. A pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all. What a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Operating from the gun, Herbert. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Again, it's Jones. Space to run past the 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, 31 yards. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Makes the Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for L.A. This is brought in at the 21. So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll go again to Jones. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Score, Packers 28, Chargers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this carries into the end zone.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
That's good.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. On 1st down, it's Herbert, eluding the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
At the 44-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
You ready? Mike. Buffalo 18. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. 44. Mike, 44. All day, dog. 70 Ranger. 44's the Mike. Hey, check. He's coming. Double up.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Flushed out right. He's going to look. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 35.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Za'Darius Smith able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter. You're going. They snap it to Herbert. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Back to the air, Herbert on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Going deep here for Allen. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And a throw there going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
At the 25-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And the Lombardi Trophy is going back home. The Green Bay Packers are your Super Bowl champions.
when this moment comes.